up, everybody? What's cracking? It's your boy Josh Showtime, and it's your Showtime's Fight Form, where we talk all things fights. Let's get into the nitty gritty, man. This is the big money fight that I'm about to talk about, so I had to bring the chain out. You know, we had to bling blow a little bit out here, a little stunning. But we're, of course, talking about Tank versus Ryan Garcia, okay? I told y'all this was going to be the biggest boxing match of the year, and it is going to be the biggest boxing match of the year. There's not going to be a fight that's do better numbers than what we're seeing when it comes to this fight. I already told you, you got a social media star and a very talented boxer against a rugged, tough, rough boxer in Tank Davis, who also knocks people out to oblivion. You have two power punchers, two guys in their prime, young, hungry, talk a lot of trash. It was bad. I already told you, black versus freaking Hispanic. You have the young versus young, a pretty boy versus bad boy. Like, it was just too many dynamics for this not to sell so crazy. But as of right now, the numbers are looking to be above 1,200,000 pay-per-view buys, which is phenomenal. I believe if you want to go off paper sales for any fight, I think it's top 5 ever. They said the live gate was around 22 or 28. I'm sorry. They just dropped the numbers today, so I don't remember right off the top of my head, but I know it's in the 20s, but that was also a top 5 gate, which is fuego. And I hope that this inspires people, man. Like, this inspires these guys that when you get the fight that people are asking for, the Terrence Crawford versus Daryl Spence, when you get these fights, casuals will look, because there's so much noise, so many people talking about it. You'll get the casual guys, even if you haven't done numbers before. Because here's the facts here. Tank pay-per-view numbers have been terrible his past few fights. They haven't been good. His live gates have been good. He's been selling out arenas, but when it comes to pay-per-view, people haven't seen him. People weren't watching him. And Ryan has never done a pay-per-view fight. So it's not like these guys were big pay-per-view stars like Floyd was, and then he got into a mega fight. No, these guys honestly haven't sold much. And they collided, and guess what? Records. These guys are reportedly going to be taking home more than $40 million each off this. And I'm sure Terrence and Errol have never made $40 million in one fight. Make the fight, guys. Make it happen. What are we waiting for? Because I'm telling y'all right now, if it don't happen this year, I don't care about the fight anymore. Let's move on and let Errol, if he can go 154, and let Terrence Crawford fight Boots. And let's just move on with other people, because it's old and stale at this point. Like, this is 5 years overdue, in my opinion. But let's talk about what we're here to actually talk about. I ran it a little bit and went off. And that is about Tank Davis defeating Ryan Garcia. Look, man, I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, I had Tank winning the whole entire time. I was one of the guys years ago that was saying Ryan Garcia will give Tank a really good fight. He could possibly beat him. I'm on record saying that. I'm not going to lie about it and act like I always said Tank will watch him. I stand by this, that Ryan is a much better boxer than a lot of guys give him credit for. I will talk about how I feel about his performance, but I'm going to talk about specifically Ryan right now. He has talent, and he is very capable of being a world champion. He's not on a level of Shakur, and he's clearly not on a level of Tank, we found out, but he is good enough to be a world champion. So to talk about Ryan, first off, I will say I'm happy for him. One, for him to have the courage and the balls to be able to challenge and break barriers to even get this fight, because everybody ain't trying to fight Tank. Tank ain't a guy that you really want to fight. Like I already told y'all, he made a man blind his last fight. The dude said he couldn't see, his eyes was wide open. All right, this man is a freaking problem. And for Ryan to really call him out and say, I want this fight, and actually do it, bro, he got balls, man. He's not a pretty boy that everybody's trying to say. He got a little mean streak in him. And his mean streak is it all even works against him. Because we kind of can talk about this right now, that's what got him dropped in the second round. He's too aggressive. He wants to go for the knockout too much. He trusts his power a little too much. He forces things. Whereas in Tank has evolved, man. He knows he has power, which is why he's not active, but he knows how to set up his shots. He knows how to make his shots count. And he's not predictable in his strikes. Whereas Ryan is extremely predictable. Like, Tank going into the fight said, all you got is the left hook. I thought Ryan was just playing dumb by saying, yeah, you're right, that is all I got. But in camp, practicing more stuff, more combinations, better setups, so we can get possibly the left hook, but also something else. Nope. He said, that's all I got, and that's all I'm gonna give you. That's all he gets, spamming those left hooks, straight rights. And what I've learned is that he's a very quick boxer, but everybody's quick when you get to that level. So you have to have a little bit more than just your quickness. You have to set your shots up. He wasn't doing it. He was literally forcing everything. And it kind of looked like the Tego fight a little bit, where he tried to force and smother his own punches. And you're going against a guy that's shorter than you. You're messing up your advantage, which is your reach, your height. And it backfired, and he spammed 3 left hooks in a row, which I don't know why he would ever in life try to do that versus a person as smart as Tank. And he paid for it. Now, I give him respect because he has a chin. That jank landed flush, and he got right back up. People don't, like, and here's the thing, he didn't just get back up. He got back up, and his legs were pretty good. So that tells me, Ryan can take a punch. He's not a little soft guy that everybody thinks. Yes, he got dropped by Luke Campbell, but if look like this, if we doing math like how y'all like to do, if Luke can drop him with the shot like that, and Tank hits him with the same shot, Tank should have killed him. No joke. He should have died right there on the mat. But he didn't. He got right back up, and he fought, what, 5 more rounds? So, you know, Tank still has power, clearly, but we got to pay a little respect to Ryan's chin. He could take a punch. I will say that I think Ryan possibly staying in Canelo's camp might have made this a better fight. I don't know. I don't know Ryan personally. Ryan seems like a cool guy, but he might be an egotistical guy that does run a camp his way and doesn't want to listen to his trainers. I don't know. I don't personally know this guy. I don't know anybody that trains him. I'm just speculating. But I find it interesting how he's been boxing since he was 7, yet his offensive bag is so limited. How are you so quick, so talented, but yet that's the best offense you have? Like, it was so predictable. His footwork was not there. He was literally running right into punches. And then at the same time, it's like, bro, like, what more do you have other than your straight right, and then your jab, and then your left hook? Like, where are the combinations? Where's the body? Where's the uppercuts? Like, I need more. Keep Tank guessing. The reason why, and this is why Tank was saying he was so slow, is because he knew what he was doing. Like, bro, you only got 3 shots, 3 things you're gonna do. And I know your biggest weapon is your left hook. That's an easy slide. Okay, slide to the top. I mean, that's a slide to the top. Just slide into it, duck. Oh, I'm already in position. That's all Tank was doing. So, I mean, the game plan was just not there. Saying he got bored in the 2nd round just didn't make any sense. Like, bro, you're a professional fighter. Learn patience. Like that is literally gonna be to your benefit of being patient. You rushing into stuff is gonna get you hurt. However, after he got dropped, he was patient. He was no longer that aggressive anymore because he saw what happened. He was gonna get knocked out. But Tank, phenomenal fight. Tank is proving to be more of a boxer than people gave him credit for. He's a very intelligent boxer, which a lot of people slept on. So, I mean, he's getting better too. That's another thing. People want to say, yes, this wasn't his toughest fight. It wasn't. If I had to rank his toughest fights so far, I would probably say 1A and 1B is Cruz and Mario Barrios. Those guys gave him the most work out of anybody. But I will say that this was the most focused, and this was the most determined I've seen Tank in any of his fights. He came in there about business, and he knew he was gonna win, but he made sure he was gonna look good. And I was very impressed by his performance. And his knockout. That body shot is crucial. Now, people want to sit here and talk about Ryan quit. Man, miss me with that, bro. Like y'all use this quit thing too much. If he quit, he would have quit in the 2nd round once he felt that power. He did. He got back up and he fought 5 more rounds. Body shots hurt, man. You get hit in the right spot, your body shuts down, there's nothing you can do. And his body shut down, he was done for. Maybe he could have got up, maybe, but he probably gonna get hit there again and probably gonna make it worse. I don't really care about the rehydration and all that stuff. Yes, that stuff is lame in my opinion, but you agreed to it. So I don't care to talk about it. Don't sign up for it and just keep it pushing. Yes, the fight wouldn't have happened, but at the same time, you can't make excuses about it. So, and Ryan hasn't, which I respect, but everybody else who tries to chirp it, let's move off that. Like, he didn't have to sign it. He could have very well said, no, I'll fight at 136, but I'm gonna weigh whatever I weigh. So it is what it is when it comes to that as well. Now, what's next for these guys? I mean, simple and plain, man. Ryan got to go up to 140. And I think that his big fight, I don't think this should be his next fight. He needs to have a tune-up fight, and he needs to re-up his game, man. He has to work on other stuff. I say his next fight, he should not, I'm not saying he shouldn't use his left hook. Obviously use it, but he got to work on more things, man. You got to work on combination punching. You got to work on your footwork and getting in and out and using your range better and being patient. That is key. I say 140, get a tune-up fight with a lower end guy at 140, maybe get another fight after that. And I would say the next big fight you should have, don't worry about a world championship. You're 25, you still get there. go for Rolly. Rolly should be your next money fight. Knock him out because he's a beatable dude, and then possibly work your way into a title shot at 140 because there's a lot of dogs at that weight class. And rushing yourself up there might honestly ruin your stock because you might take an L because there's a lot of good guys there. Like Teofimo Lopez is probably not going to win a world championship there, and he's a good fighter. Now Tank, it's weird, man, because we have like different ways we can go with this. It's like, does Tank go with the fight with the title shot with Lomachenko versus Devin Haney? Should he try to rush and just get the Shakur fight? Or does he fight somebody else? Maybe an Isaac Cruz rematch or somebody else. Or go to 140 and fight somebody. There's a lot of avenues he can go. Now, if I had it my way, this is kind of how I would go with it, is I would have Devin Haney versus obviously Lomachenko is happening in a month. Have them fight. Whoever wins fights Shakur. I will have Shakur fight whoever is the winner because Tank has had 3 fights, 3 undefeated guys in the past year. Give him some time off or have him have an easier fight and have Shakur fight Devin Haney or Lomachenko. Whoever wins that fight, let's have that mega fight between Shakur or Haney or Lomachenko versus Tank Davis in a pay-per-view undisputed championship belt. That is the easiest route in my opinion. And we should try to hope for that fight early next year, maybe late this year. But I'm thinking, no, not late this year, it's not gonna work. It'll have to be early next year, around probably this time. And let's have this undisputed title shot. Like, let's have Tank versus possibly Shakur or Devin Haney or Lomachenko. Fire fight, okay? Like, we need that. And that will catapult Tank into possibly being a pound for pound #1 in most people's list, if he can pull that off. I do think that that's going to be tough, especially with Shakur being there. But with his power, he can beat anybody. So, yeah, you know, that's how I felt. I felt it was a very fun fight. You know, I'm a little disappointed. I thought I wanted a little bit more back and forth, but you know, I wanted them to be a little closer in skill level so we can get a better fight, more competitive fight. But because Tank kind of like, it was clearly better. It was clearly easy to figure out who was better between the two. And yeah, but that's what happens when you get these fights. And this is the last thing I'll say, and then I'm wrapping this up. I am so sick of you guys, you casuals, who like to trash the guy that loses in these mega fights. This is the reason why a lot of fighters don't care to lose, or they don't care to lose. They don't care to fight each other because you're gonna discredit them. You talking about Ryan suck and he's not a real fighter. One, Ryan could beat y'all up, so that's stupid. Y'all can't fight. Second, it discredits Tank. If Ryan can't fight, if the other Garcia can't fight, if Mario Barrios can't fight, if all these guys can't fight, then what you're basically saying is Tank ain't that good. Which one is it? Which one is it? And for these guys to fight each other, I know they don't want to be a meme and stuff like that. That comes with the territory. But the last thing that I would want, and the last thing I'm pretty sure these fighters want, is for you to discredit them by saying, oh, they're not even good for real. They lost, yeah, they got washed by such and such. It's another thing to sit here and say, hey man, Terrence Crawford was just better. Tank was just way better. This guy's still talented, but we still gonna give more credit to the person that won than we're gonna, you know, disrespect the person that loses. And that's the thing that irks me the most. And that's why a lot of these guys don't care to lose their O. Is because once they lose once, oh, he ain't good. Okay. Most of the GOATs, pretty much all the GOATs that are on everybody's pound for pound of all time list has lost. Loss just happened. And I'm happy Ryan wasn't scared to lose. I'm happy Canelo's not scared to lose. Like, these guys aren't scared to lose because they know that they're gonna get these dubs back. Their legacy is still gonna be intact. Losing does not matter. Don't let Floyd fool y'all. Okay? You can still make money and still lose. Like, come on. People who are making the most money all have losses. That's just a fact. All right, but that's all I have for you guys, man. Thank you guys for watching. As always, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I want to hear who y'all think is next for both guys. Also, what's your opinion on the fight? Like, did y'all enjoy it? Because, you know, from what I seen for the people at the bar that I was at, they kind of wasn't really interested in it. They was partying, but I was in Nashville. So, I mean, I would love to hear how you guys felt. But, man, thank you guys for watching as always, man, and make sure y'all always be blessed.